What's up? Good day, good people. Hope all is well with everyone. Miss y'all. Let me tell y'all what's been going on. But first, I'm going to give y'all the Oculatum. I got to figure out a way to, let's see. I don't know about that. Let's put it up here. This is some bullshit. Okay. I'm just going to hold it for now because the lights keep going out, the light bulbs. So there's some electrical things going on with this house that I'm renting. I moved in May 1st, 2016, and I have been having ongoing issues, such as water issues that made my bill go up and electrical issues that made my bill go up, and no one wants to address them. But let me get to this Oculatum because it is relevant. Okay? Even if I have to hold this. We do nothing alone. We do nothing alone. I circled that one. That's a big one. We do nothing alone. We do nothing alone. We do nothing alone. Speaking of doing nothing alone, let me begin by letting y'all know I am grateful for all things. The matters I have to address, I am still recycling into making something good. Because at the moment, not so good. Now, I do have some good news. Let me find somewhere to be. I do have some good news. And that good news is my cousin Pretty Tasia got engaged. Let me see. That's not going to work either. You guys, maybe this is a good time to just tell y'all the story. Okay. I'm asking for guidance right now from my ancestors and my elders to guide my speech. Today, I'm graduating from the bullshit. Politics, law, religion, media, entertainment, all that good stuff. Dude, enough is a fucking enough. What I'm here to say is, where do I begin? Do I go from the most recent bullying of collecting compound interest on stolen land that's been going on for generations, and when is it going to end? If I got to be the first domino to fall, then so be it. This could be headquarters. This could be whatever you want it to be, because apparently it's only borrowed. And apparently you can own a house, such as my grandmother's house was paid for, and it doesn't matter because PNC took that in 2014. Also, you're not supposed to really pay off a house, because I paid over 16 years and only paid off half of the home that PNC foreclosed on in 2016. That made me grateful in a way, because I'm now here, which is bigger, and it allowed me a new beginning. Okay, reframe. Let's go head on. All right, now I'm renting this house. And now this is the third property management company who has taken over collecting $1,000, about $1,000 a month. Without any regard for my safety, I mentioned mold issues. There have been multiple issues. Let's just say multiple issues that are left unresolved, that have shown very, very little regard for my well-being. There's a lot of things that I also overlook as small things to a giant. However, they add up and add up and add up and add up. And straws on camel's back, you know what? You know what that do. It's not going to happen. So, let me just start where, when I was at my practicum for my internship, I had a bag of checks that I was helping with a life skills communication arts class, helping with some life skills. I didn't know that I would not be returning. So the instructor of that course told me she had it in her, it was safe and that she was going to meet me to return it. Now, this is 2015. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, not only did my identity get stolen and is registered with the Federal Trade Commission, the IRS, and Cobb County as well, I never did get assigned an investigator such as they said was supposed to be happening. I guess that's on the back burner. Who knows what's more important, but I have already given every level of alleged authority a chance to come right and do right. And I've never been as vulnerable as when I've been in need of some form of assistance. Now, not only does it seem like they're trying to force dependence, I don't want to depend on. I don't want nobody to even owe me nothing. But why do I owe so much all the time? You took my grandmother's house. You took my house. You're trying to bully me this month. I'm trying to let them know Jonathan Fox at Gold Properties, jfox at goldproperties.com. I called him on the 1st and left him a voicemail. He didn't return my call, so I sent him an email Sunday. No response. So I sent him another email and I copied a friend of mine. And then he asked for my address, which was in the first email if he would have read it. What I was trying to do was not divulge, I guess, personal information of proprietary. Like, I'm entrusted to keep certain confidences. And for me to say one thing, then I got to just say it all. So I'll thank Jonathan Fox for having, because there's big fish to fry right here, right now. With the ceasing of exploitation, legal or otherwise. We know it's unethical, but nobody's doing anything about it. And these people are just collecting. While 99% are struggling, they just living off the hog and flossing off wet. So, all I was trying to let him know what was going on, and I was going to be late, but I didn't want to pay a late fee because there's nothing I could do. My account couldn't be used because of the situation and some other bank stuff. I ain't even going to tell you I bank with. I like to create relationships with the people I do business with. I've been with the same bank since 94. Let's just say that. When they first was a different name, which are a different name now than they were before. However, that doesn't change anything. Nobody cares. Okay, so since he didn't call me or respond to my email other than to ask me my address, I get a letter in the mail from Gold Properties telling me I have 10 days to vacate. It was drawn up on the 6th of February, and my rent wasn't even 30 days late. It was only 6 days late when they drew up this letter. I'm going to read it to you, okay? If that's all right with you. It says, hold up. It says my name, of course. In regards to the lease agreement, okay, that they still didn't abide by from my original lease, but they keep trying to pass the buck, talking about they are not responsible for what the past rapist agreement was. They are collecting my money, though, every month, and they're not taking care of their business. What's up with that? No peephole? Is there a problem with that? Why you don't want me to have a peephole? Because my neighborhood is a martial law neighborhood. There's no street lights, and you can block my whole neighborhood off with 5 streets. Here, and here. And then you can't get in or out. Is that why you don't want me to have a peephole? What's the big deal? Am I being unreasonable? I think somebody passed away in this house because there's some stuff to be going on. I'm going to tell y'all all about it. Okay, here's the letter. You are notified to vacate the following property not more than 10 days after you receive this notice, unless you pay the rent due on the property within 10 days. Make full payments via your portal, which I already told them that my account is frozen. Okay, then it says the rent that's due. And it says make full payment or whatever made out to MNSF II. Can you say that? Capital M, capital N, capital S, capital F as in Frank, IIW1, which I did research on and found out who that was, which is a foreign company with no EIN number. I had to get an EIN number when I got my business license back in the 90s. We're not even going to talk about that, but they're just collecting. And if it's foreign, why am I paying? Is this Monopoly? Did I land on Park Place? And did you get a house? And what is going on? Because, yeah, I need to get off this hamster wheel. And listen, is there anybody who want to get on their feet? Anybody who want? Because you can have all this stuff. I don't have no use for none of it. I will just not even be attached to nothing. Anybody want to live here for $1,000? Email me. And you can have all this shit. I don't care. It's just not. This could be headquarters. How y'all want to do this? Y'all want to do something? Here. Come on. Because I ain't about this. I feel like if I even give it to them now, which I was going to, because this one don't have a late fee on, but once I told him, see, now I'm trying to, oh my God. Please send certified funds mailed to Gold Properties, GOAL, P.O. Box 11146, Charlotte, North Carolina 28220. So, being that the rest says, you're hearing failure, artist, whatever. So I sent jfox at goldproperties.com an email asking about this letter. I'm saying I received a letter. Am I in trouble? What's going on? Is that 10 days from today? He never responded. So once I got the funds up, I was going to get a certified check, but I had to wait until the 15th. When the lady who is supposed to be finding my checks, that's a whole nother story. Which story, y'all? I'm going to get at the end. Y'all tell me which story you want me to elaborate on, and then we could take it from there. But once I told him, I don't need to talk to you no more. I'm just going to send from this 10-day notice to the Charlotte address. Oh, then he want to respond because after I copied my sister and one of my friends, then he want to respond. You could send it through the portal or e-check and all this, and I'll waive the late fee just this once. But I'm done talking to you already, though. You're not even a big fish. You can't even make didn't even address nothing none of my concerns, none of the maintenance concerns. 17 emails to the maintenance manager already sent, never a response, but they did send some electricians that fixed some of the stuff, but the stuff is still happening. You don't want to know how many light bulbs I went through. You don't want to know how much property damage that doesn't even match my renter's insurance deductible. So I ain't falling through this crack. They not going to have me stressing about no, you ain't pimping me. What is that? If that ain't pimp, I don't know what it is, because ain't no way. Why am I doing all this? That's a chunk of money. I'm sure there's a whole lot of 99%ers that could do something else with that money that they send in to the banks. And how many people would it take to break the bank? That's what I want to know, because who want to do this? Somebody want to live out the rest of this lease here? Because I got a whole nother year. This May coming up will be this first year of the second lease, which I had to correct them on the lease. They tried to overcharge me when I re-signed the lease, and they had to correct it. I got evidence of all this. Everything I tell you, I got receipts for it, and witnesses, and documentation. What's up? Okay, so, when he said I could send it through e-check, that means you didn't even read the email, because clearly you would know that my account can't be used. Now, one of the questions I was going to ask you if you would have called me back is if there's a way that separate people could send in amounts to either the Charlotte or through the portal. Because who's going to be, I wouldn't even ask nobody to do that. I'm not even used to asking for no kind of assistance. All I wanted them to know was that, I know it's going to be late and you're going to get it, on time. But let me tell you something. When they send me an email 3 days before the rent is due, automated, why are you doing that? Why are you reminding me? I don't need a reminder. I ain't never been late. So now, that don't matter. So now, on the 1st, you get an email that says, your rent is late. But you haven't until the 3rd, used to be the 5th, then it went down to the 3rd to pay the rent. So on the 1st, why are you saying it's past due? It's not. And every day thereafter. I would have never known that because I usually pay on time, but I didn't know that they send out emails every day. So who are the people? Because Jonathan Fox and Will Bullock never called me back. Keon and Dreamer were useless. They didn't even want to do nothing. Everybody's passing the buck. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to talk to this person about what? How many times? First, it was Carrington Properties. That's who I signed my original lease with. That's who has my security deposit. That's who has all the money. And then Park Avenue took over. And then now it's Gold Properties. No one wants to address the ongoing issues, but they still want to accept my rent. Who's getting chumped here? That sounds like pimping. I don't, that ain't what I'm here for. So, there you have it. The next thing is, I have the amount of strikes. The strikes started in 1957 when there was a cross burn on my grandmother's lawn. And the article was in the Pittsburgh Courier, or is it 1956? May. There you go. Where's that folder I had? Here we go. I'm going to tell you. Pittsburgh Courier, May 26, 1956, volume 47, number 21. I have the original article. The archives in the Andrew Carnegie Library, the archives for the article. So when I kept requesting it, it took years and years and years. Ed Gain, people, nobody was able to do nothing. So once I got to the archives and they sent me a ProQuest, excuse me, and it wasn't even a full article. I wonder why that is. So in 1956, who would you intimidate? My mom was 11. My grandma was in nursing school, and she was taking care of my great grandma Sally. Chanel. So that was strike one. Then my grandmother's house being paid for. It been paid for. When she passed away, Harris PNC. Anyway, that's strike two. Strike three was when you took my, what, you don't want me to live nowhere like ever? What is going on? So I know if I'm struggling and I don't have no kids, I know there's parents, single parents especially, there's got to be, come on. Dude, I'm not doing this. And it's not even that I don't, it's more just frustration that if I don't not do it, then I'm only going to have to do it. And there's no way this is going to continue. And so now they're just trying to be nowhere. They want me to be nowhere. Strike three, they're out. Now I can expand on the politics. You already know who I wrote and the outcome of that. Law, legal issues that I don't trust them. Don't trust politics. Don't trust law. Don't trust religion. I can tell that story if you're interested and why I left, even though the overall experience was certainly positive. How it ended up me finding out the shenanigans. I ain't about that life. Politics, law, religion, media, and entertainment. Politics, law, religion, media, and entertainment. Whichever one of these you would like me to expand upon, because I'm not offering my opinion on anything, but all I have is my experience, what I will share in those areas, and why they cannot continue, not the way that they have been. Okay? Have a good day. Much love. Peace.